He had moments when he put the cape on. I think the cape comes on early Monday night. I think he's like, screw this. We need to be better. This defense isn't good enough. I'm going to be Josh Allen in this game.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Mike Catalana alongside Dan Fates here in Atlanta. We're on the Jackson Street Bridge overlooking downtown Atlanta. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate it as always as we get ready for the Bills Monday night matchup against the Falcons at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. And Mike, it's a beautiful day here. The dome won't be necessarily a dome tomorrow night because the roof will be open.
I'm looking forward to it. I've never been to this stadium before.
And you've been to how many stadiums?
So I added them up.
It's a lot.
I've been to Atlanta before. I've been to all the cities before, multiple stadiums in many of the cities. Dan and I were adding them up. And then I forgot to add 2 in London. 56 different NFL stadiums as of tomorrow. 56.
Josh now will only be one short of playing in every single NFL stadium. The only one he mentioned earlier this week was Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Just so happens to be the Super Bowl. Okay, so we wanted to look at the 5 players to watch that we're focused on that, in our opinion, kind of need to step up and kind of get the bad taste. They've talked about this, the game against New England kind of being a wake-up call. Like, what are you expecting to see big picture before we start talking about the players?
Yeah, I do think it needs to be better. I was surprised that happened to them in a home game against a division opponent.
Yeah,
and I don't know, maybe it was this sort of continual home game, night home games. They didn't have the juice they should have had. It's against the Patriots, a team you should have knocked down. I think that was very disappointing. It was very telling when Sean McDermott said, we played the game they wanted us to play. You can't let the Patriots dictate to you in your own place. That's what they did. I want to see that change coming up Monday night.
I agree. And this is also, look, I don't love the matchup necessarily. We've kind of talked about that throughout the week on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel of Bijan Robinson, Drake London, all these kind of things.
I think it stops there.
Okay.
I don't think they're great beyond that offensively.
Okay.
Right? I mean,
Bijan
is really good.
Bijan has as many 100-yard receiving games as the Bills do combined. He's got 2. And there's a Keon and a Kincaid game. That's it. So that
he is very dangerous. Yeah.
So 5 players to look at. And we usually exclude this person, Mike, when we were making our list on our trip down here to Atlanta. The one player that we'll start with, 17.
Yeah, Josh Allen. For him, he wasn't good last week. He made a few nice plays. He turned it over twice. I'm giving him the one on handing off to Knox because when he heard the play call, even at practice, he should have said, this is a stupid play. We should never run this. Dawson's my buddy. I don't want to hand him the ball. I want to throw it to him or have him block. But I'm giving him that turnover. And then he made a bad throw, a bad decision, I thought, and a bad throw. And he didn't come through at the end. Now, it's not all on Josh, but we are so used to him carrying this team. He had moments when he put the cape on. I think the cape comes on early Monday night. I think he's like, screw this. We need to be better. This defense isn't good enough. I'm going to be Josh Allen in this game. I'm not saying he's trying to do it all by himself.
Nah.
Well, he's going to try to do a lot of it by himself.
I agree. He's 24-8 in his career coming off a loss. I'm with you, Mike. I think the cape comes out early. I don't think we wait until the second half for Josh to start smashing all the buttons. I think it'll be more a composed version of Josh. I think frustration got to him a little bit.
Yeah.
We saw him kind of after the game, even after the touchdown drive. We said he just felt kind of not defeated, but didn't have he wasn't running to the sidelines and Jordan Phillips wasn't picking him up.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of that
He's
frustration.
a little beaten up physically in the game too.
But I expect he had 9 rushes last week. They have the bye week coming up after this. I think there's a heavier diet of Josh, not necessarily waiting for guys to get open. I think if there's a moment, Josh is going to take off and run.
Falcons give him that. They go play any man. He's going to take off, take advantage of that. It's not closed dome. It's still a controlled environment in that place because of the way the weather is going to be. I think it's a big Josh game.
Yeah, for me, the second player to watch, James Cook. It's a home cooking of sorts, returning to the state of Georgia. He was obviously a Georgia Bulldog. Mike, I don't think they used him enough last week. I think that when Sean McDermott said after the game, we got cute, and that was more about the Dawson Knox jet sweep I think it was also about the lack of Cook's involvement. 15 touches is not enough, in my opinion.
I do not want to hear that they took away the run game.
Yeah.
You have a great offensive line, and you have James Cook, and you got Josh Allen to worry about. Keep running the ball. Keep going back to it. And I kept watching, I mentioned this on the podcast earlier, I kept watching James Cook on the sidelines when he wasn't on the field, and he's doing that kind of like, I'm ready to go out there, and they're like, hold up. I don't want to see that. I'm not saying you got to give it to him 30 times, but he should touch it 20 in the game. And I think they're getting back to basics a little bit more.
I agree. If your wide receivers aren't getting open for Josh and the game is still within 10 points, don't abandon the run. I think Joe Brady got too cute. I think that's what Sean McDermott's message was through the media, that, hey, we got away from what we do best. Mike, we were talking about the way down here. It's not like, oh, okay, they took the run away, so now we have to change what we do. Don't change. If you're a big heavyweight boxer and you throw right hooks, I don't care if that boxer that you're facing defends right hooks well, throw your best punch. And that's Josh Allen and James Cook, and I want to see more of that.
I've heard hockey analogies, many baseball analogies, many golf analogies.
Boxing.
First, boxing.
Boxing.
You're spreading it out. Look at that. They're waving to us here. Buffalo Plus fans, thank you.
So Sean McDermott, in the first 4 weeks of the season, it was, hey, using James too much? Hey, you know, can you keep doing this? Well, then he doesn't get used enough. Sean McDermott was asked about balancing that usage with James Cook between using him too much and also keeping him fresh.
That rhythm and getting a lather and getting going and into the flow of the game is huge. I mean, no different than think back to when you played, right? You're getting in the flow, you're feeling good, you've got a sweat going, and that's important. And finding that rhythm, not just offensively in this case, but defensively, a little bit special teams too. When you can get a player off to a good start, it certainly helps.
So again, I'm expecting Joe Brady, like you said, to get back to the basics and not get too cute. Do what Joe Brady has done so well in his time as OC in Buffalo. Keep it simple, stupid.
I thought Joe was a little cranky when he talked on Monday, because he was like, define cute. And Jay Skursky said to him, well, your coach said it. Ask Sean. He's the one who said it. I think he got, I'm not going to say woodshed, but I think he got talked to about, hey, this is not who we are.
It's not only that, Mike. We were kind of talking the fact of, that's a big spot, Monday night or Sunday night football. Everybody's watching. I think Joe wanted to show off.
It's natural.
Hey, I'm going to call flea flicker. I'm going to run a play to Dawson Knox. And I understand the comments. And the comments now are saying, well, if the play would have worked out great, you would have been complimenting it. I don't think it was a great
trick
design.
Plays don't work for this team.
They
don't work. Ever since Josh ran that the pass back to him in the Houston playoff game, and he did his little dance there. Look at the one they tried in Baltimore last year.
Almost got him killed.
Oh, right. So I don't love the trick plays for this team. Also, because you know what happens. And I don't think Joe Brady's big ego, but it's what happens in that game. If that flea flicker works, there's a shot of the booth, Joe Brady, future head coach kind of thing. I don't know. I thought it was a little bit of that. So too cute.
Agreed.
Let's get back to basics.
Okay, so those are the two players that were waiting to step up. And so many times we say we don't include those two guys because they're a given. But coming off a loss where they didn't play well, I think it's important to point out they need to step up in this big moment. Now, 3 players on the defensive side, and we will start
with Shaq. I think Shaq has played really well defensively. And I think Dorian Williams may be back for this game is what it's looking like. I think I'd have Shaq out on the field. I think he'd be playing with Bernard. They would be my number one team out there playing. He is a physical player. He's a smart player. He looks healthier, right? He's gone through a lot. And I asked him about tackling. He was like, I said about your assignment. He goes, my assignment is to tackle the guy.
Get the guy on the ground.
Get in the right spot, but then make the play. He goes, I could be in the right spot if I don't bring that player down. And I know that sounds simple, but they've had missed tackles. His point is clear. You're there, you make the play. The best way to make the play is to have 2 or 3 guys in that spot. Population to the ball, Shaq leading the way. I think I'm looking for him to play well and to help try to get this defense with the right mindset of not missing tackles.
Veteran leadership is kind of what I'm also hoping to see. We were looking back at it. He played 2 years with Sean back in Carolina. So kind of mind-blowing to know that Shaq's 31 years old and he's had 11 seasons in the NFL. I think him feeling fresh, he had the big hit in the one game. I'd like to see more from him because of what a test it will be with Bijan.
Yeah.
Not only in the running game, filling lanes, but also in the passing game to try and control him, and Kyle Pitts.
I also want to see Sean McDermott and Bobby Babbage bring the safeties up. I'm telling you, Drake London doesn't throw deep. Excuse me,
Michael Penix.
Michael Penix to Drake London. It is intermediate stuff. You're going to need help up front. I know you don't want to give up anything big.
Yeah.
Don't let it be 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah. Another guy that we're looking at, Christian Benford.
Yeah.
He just hasn't been as dominant, good. I don't know how else you want to
He's
describe
been good, not great.
Yeah.
Not excellent.
And that's kind of what the hope was. And again, this is where the passing stats that you can look at them, they won't tell you the story.
Yeah.
Use your eyes when you're actually looking at them and saying, well, these two defenses allow the fewest passing yards per game in the league. It's not because the Bills have a good passing attack. That's not it. So to see Christian Benford step up against Drake London, who's pretty much the only guy besides Pitts and Bijan that Penix is going to throw to, his responsibility. I'd like to see him travel. I'd like to see him just go wherever Drake London goes. And again, if you're talking about a quarterback that can't throw the ball deep, Benford's strength is reading, anticipation, kind of that stuff in the middle range. I'd like to see him really step up and have a big game.
Look, you had a game last week, and I know it's Stephon Diggs, a different kind of receiver, but he tortured you in big moments, high leverage moments. And I don't know if he's a great matchup for Benford. I think London is. I think it's a good matchup. London's a really good player, but I think it's more of a matchup. I'd have him on him, especially in those 3rd and 6 moments when you know you want to get them off the field. I think they can get pressure. They can get pressure on Penix and make a play. Come on, Greg. Come on, Greg.
I didn't allow him to say Greg Rousseau is a player to watch. I wasn't going to allow
We're always watching Greg. He's going to make a play.
First drive.
That's it.
And finally, our 5th player they're mentioning, this is assuming Ed Oliver told Joe Biscaglia of The Athletic he is 100% playing. That is not official yet by the team. But him coming back, massive.
It's
Mike.
wild to think he hasn't played since the opener.
Yeah.
And he played so well, and then he was hurt, and then he's out, and they've missed him. They've missed him a lot. And while we've seen little flashes from like Deion Walker, there's not enough there. And Ed is a leader of that. And Ed is the guy who sort of gets them going on the D-line. Now, I'm saying that when he played in the game, they gave up 40 points. Very different game.
Correct.
A lot has changed since then.
Playmaker.
Getting him back, I think, will be key.
He's a playmaker, a difference maker on that defensive line that I think they've been missing. TJ Sanders, also the update. He has gone on IR. He is now the 3rd rookie drafted this year.
Who else is on IR? Everybody's on IR.
Dorian Strong, Maxwell Harrison, Matt Milano is already out for this game. DeMar Hamlin also went on IR. The lists are piling up. I don't want to hear excuses. Like, there are a lot of teams that are dealing with injuries. So to get Ed back, which we are assuming, make some plays. A tackle for a loss, which is something that this Bills defense has struggled to find.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Reasons, not excuses. It's hard to lose Ed Oliver. It's hard to have Milano out of the lineup so much. It's hard to lose all these other players. And then you didn't bring in anybody who's helping you.
Yep.
You did not. There's nobody that is really helping them. God bless Trey White. He's hanging in there. This is not what they expected him to be, the full-time starter the whole year. This is where he is right now. And the other 2 guys are still suspended. So it has not been a great offseason for helping this defense.
Yeah.
So they've been trying to hang on, but getting Ed back, and Shaq has been a really good help to them. Let's see where they are. Defense needs to play a lot better.
Yeah, this isn't a panic or a must-win by any chance. I just want to see the Bills respond like how I expect a Josh Allen, Sean McDermott team to respond after a loss.
You lose 2 in a row, it'd be a long-ass bye week.
To inferior opponents. I don't care what you say about the Patriots. They played a good game. I'm not ready to crown them or Drake May anything. So bounce back in that spot. Mike and I will be at the game. We will have pregame coverage as well to check out the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel. Then Tuesday morning after the game, while Mike and I are not sleeping and flying back on a plane, you'll be able to find our full post-game reactions, Buffalo Plus podcast, wherever you find it, all of that and more.
Yeah, Jenna back at home. She'll be back on the podcast, so you'll get plenty of Jenna also too. We wanted to make sure everybody knew that. I won't even say Veterans Day off. She's got other work she's doing today.
We also have stuff lined up for next week.
Oh yeah, we got some
have
good
a
stuff.
Baseball player who's still playing in the postseason, who's also a
Massive Bills fan, and hot ones.
This is like a warm up for if Jenna wins this.
Yes,
picks.
yes. We're doing a hot ones Wednesday.
Yes, so we'll make a post too. Be sure you can drop in comments because we'll answer your questions and eat increasingly hotter wings while we answer them. Done it before.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody also that showed up to Riverworks last week. Appreciate it as always. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. For Mike Catalana, I'm Dan Fates here on the Jackson Street Bridge in Atlanta, Georgia, where there is no playoff baseball game being played. But this is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Phillies aren't playing either.
They're not.
I don't know.
All right, thanks for watching. We'll catch you here next time on the Buffalo Plus YouTube channel.